Here we are now. Entertain us. I'm just kidding. That smells like Teen Spirit. I'm your boy Mark. Yes, I finally saw it, y'all. I saw. Fuck, I should have this up. I finally saw Dune. I went, had a pretty fantastic day with my mom. You guys know I've been talking about this movie like endlessly. It got pushed for us in New Zealand from October to December. And I was upset about it. I had to wait 2 more months for this movie because I read the book. It's my favorite book of all time, Dune. And now I'm here to finally give you my review, my movie thoughts, one day after my 11-year anniversary on YouTube. I've seen Dune, y'all. I saw it in cinemas the way I wanted. I could have watched it on certain illegal websites the whole time, but I resisted. I waited for this movie to see it. I waited till December 2nd, 2021, which is today, to see it. And now that I've finally seen it, I have a lot to talk about. But let me tell you how my day went first. Alright? Yes, apologies for the distorting audio, y'all. But I'll try and do the best video I can still. So, the first showing for this movie was supposed to be at 11 a.m. So, we were gonna catch the 10:28 train, and it arrived early. My mom was pissed off that the train arrived early. I was a little bit annoyed too. Then we were like, man, we're not gonna get there on time, for the 11 o'clock showing. And then we went on the 10:48 train, and it was all good. We stopped there where we needed to, and we arrived like a few minutes after 11 actually to the cinema. And amazingly enough, it turned out that the 11 a.m. showing for Dune today, it wasn't working. Holy crap! So if we had arrived from the 10:28 train, we wouldn't have gone. We wouldn't have been able to see it if we got there on time anyway. Far out. So we went for the 1 p.m. one later that day, which is the one that I just saw. But before we did that, before we got back to the cinema, we'd already gotten our tickets, but we went to McDonald's, and they were assholes. Yeah, they were complete assholes. We went in, and we could only order McDonald's on the freaking app thing with credit cards, but all we had was cash, So, and it was like, hello? Isn't someone here gonna sell us? No one talked to us, everyone ignored us. The workers and all that, I mean. So McDonald's, I'm really pissed off at McDonald's right now. McDonald's were a bunch of wankers. They were a bunch of assholes, man. I'm very angry with them. And then we just rested somewhere, I think. Then we decided we were going to go for KFC. We go to KFC, and we go to KFC, and we do have some food there. I had a 3-piece chicken thingy, I forgot what it was called. But that was delicious, and we actually sat across from this very nice, lovely, awesome human beings, this Modi couple. And they were real guys. They're real sweethearts. They were great. And I overheard my mom talking to the lady at that was serving us at KFC. She was a very nice lady. She mentioned that we were going to see Dune at 1 p.m. and the lady said, "Enjoy your food and enjoy the movie." Such a nice lady, such a sweetheart. And then we went to the movies, and I'm just adding the Dune tickets to my collection. And we were trying to go through like the back up these stairs at the cinema, and then the guy there said, "Hey, are you guys alright?" Because we were actually sitting outside for a while because the doors wouldn't open. Then the guy said, "Oh, it's locked from the outside." There was these automatic doors. And then yeah, the guy was cool. He was a nice guy, but my mom was thinking, "Man, you should have a sign out there that says that specifically," because there was actually an old man later who came in and he had and he had to be let in as well. And then finally, I'm so excited. We sit in the cinema, the popcorn and drink, to watch the movie, to watch Dune finally. And now I'll finally give you guys my thoughts on the movie. I gotta tell you, I read I love the book, my favorite book. The way that the whole Dune universe is adapted was just perfect. This literally, when I was in the cinema, this felt like the Dune universe, specifically Arrakis. That feels like the real Arrakis that I read from the books. Oh my gosh, man. Like, it was beautiful. The Fremen were adapted amazingly. The score by the man himself, Hans Zimmer, was fantastic. It actually reminded me of the Dark Knight soundtrack for sometimes. Acting was spot on. Man, Javier Bardem as a still guy. He's not in the movie much, but he's amazing. And you could not have cast still guy better. Holy crap, man. Jason Momoa. When I was first getting on the Dune hype train like 2.5 years ago, Jason Momoa was, at the time, because since then it became Timothée Chalamet, Jason Momoa was at the time by far the actor I was most excited for in this movie at that time. And holy crap, he's not in the movie too much, but he is awesome. He is so awesome as Duncan, Idaho. He was awesome. I can't wait to see more of him in future Dune movies. And those who have seen this movie will be like, "Man, what you talking about?" I know. Dune Messiah, mate. Dune Messiah. And of course, the main cast, Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Fergusson, of course, the main character himself, Timothée Chalamet. You could not have cast Paul Atreides better. That's literally like a dream casting come true. Timothée Chalamet as Paul Atreides. He was phenomenal. He's the main character, of course, and all the cast was perfect. Alright, I love pretty much everyone who was in this movie. I don't want to talk about that actually. I just want to get through the other stuff that's really on my mind actually. Let's see. The characters, the acting, the world of Dune, the universe of Dune. The score by Hans Zimmer. I love all that. But man, I gotta tell you, and a complete stranger on a Dune group, I think it's the one that kicked me out and blocked me, those assholes, but a complete stranger on there told me, when you watch the movie, don't expect it to be like what you read in the book. And that complete stranger was absolutely right. Even John Campia, he actually annoyed me when I was watching him say this. I still love John Campia, by the way, but he did annoy me a bit when he was saying, like, I don't think you should read books first before watching the film adaptations, because when you read it for yourself and you picture, scenes happening a certain way, to you, that's how the scene went, and because of that, you're gonna watch the movie and expect it to be how you pictured it in your mind when you read the book. That's exactly what happened for me. There were a lot of scenes in the movie that were in the book, but I imagined them when I was reading it. When I was reading this, I imagined them differently than when I actually watched the movie. And there are characters who are prominent in the book, characters that are in this movie, but nowhere near as much as they were in the book. And that was so noticeable for me. It really stuck out, Like, Thufir Hawat. Love him, awesome character. He's not in this too much. He was actually in it a little bit more than I was expecting, actually. Yui especially, there was the scene with, not to get into spoilers, but a certain huge scene that involves Duke Leto, played by Oscar Isaac, and Chang Chen, who plays Yui. Those characters, of course. This is a scene with those characters, not those actors. The characters they're playing, of course. There's a huge pivotal scene with those two characters that I was very excited to see, and it did, as a scene itself, it was great. But when I watched it in the movie, because of Yui not having much screen time prior to this, it didn't feel emotional enough. I feel like maybe it didn't really feel earned, Dang. That's a big problem with book adaptations when you actually read the book, isn't it? It didn't feel, what was I saying? I already said the word anyway, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to think, though. It didn't hurt enough. I couldn't really feel it enough, because of how little Yui was in the movie. Still great acting, still great character. But man, you know what I mean? Let's see what else. There's the way that the story actually played out in this movie actually really took me off guard. I won't lie. The way the story played out really was not how I was expecting it to, and it took me off guard quite completely, actually. For me, the story seemed to play out like this scene here, and this scene here, now that scene here. That's what it felt like to me, I'm shocked to say this. I still love the book. I'll always have the book. I did say that myself. That regardless of how I feel about the movie, I'll always have the book. I'll have my memories with the book. Love the book with all my heart to death. I'm shocked to say I think I was actually a little bit disappointed with this movie. Oh my god, with scenes. It's easy to build that up in your head though when you read the book. Scenes up. I mean, it was the scenes from the book, but they weren't how I imagined them. And I can imagine if someone else imagines scenes differently, maybe they were disappointed. I feel like this can be understandable. I can understand, being annoyed at someone saying that too. But I'm sure you can understand at the same time. But I don't know what I want to think of this movie yet. I don't know what I want to rate it yet. I have waited for this movie for so long now, and if you don't know, starting tomorrow, December 3rd, there's this new stupid law that you're going to have to require a vaccine pass to see movies starting tomorrow. So this was probably my last movie theater experience for a while, and so I don't think I'll be able to see Spider-Man No Way Home in cinemas, or The Matrix Resurrections, which I got a trailer for that, by the way, which was so cool, like when I saw this movie. And what else? And The Batman in 2022 in March. Wow. So I saw this movie. I waited to, and after saying that, honestly, I think watching this at home would have been just fine. I can't believe I'm saying that. I wish I was telling you guys, oh my gosh, this is the adaptation of my dreams. This is everything I wanted it to be. I wish I was saying that, man. But like I said, there's still stuff I love about it. The atmosphere was amazing in this movie, and I would still say a thumbs up for this movie. I don't know what I want to rate it yet, though. It's at least a 7. That's not an official score whatsoever, by the way, guys. But again, I think I should let this movie rest with me for a while. And I was actually thinking, I could, after a nap or something like that, watch this again tonight. But that might just spoil it further. With my first experience, not as good as I would have liked. Still fresh in my head. Maybe that might spoil it a little bit further. Maybe just let this movie sit with me for a while, and maybe watch it again eventually when I feel like, I don't know. I really don't. But that was my third and final cinema experience, unless some Deus Ex Machina comes up and rescues me. I saw Dune. I made so many videos talking about my excitement for it, but again, I always have the book. I adore the book. I'll definitely want to watch part 2 when it comes out in 2023. I do think I made the right decision in making Oppenheimer my most anticipated film of 2023, though. Man, Jason was awesome in this movie. Loved him in this, man. Yeah. I love Dune the book. I kind of want to read it again, just to have my personal views of this book, play out again. Again, maybe I need to. I think I should just let this movie rest with me for a while, and then eventually watch it again. I don't know when it'll be. Not this month, though. Probably not. But yeah, I saw Dune finally. Wasn't the experience that I wished it was. I did see it legally, though. I paid for it, and yeah. But wasn't the experience I was hoping it would be. But I actually said on the Facebook post I made today, like, what if I built this movie up too much in my head? But then again, I felt like I was doing that with the book, and the book ended up being the best book I ever read. My favorite book, you know. And, so with that, then again, it was almost like I was giving myself permission to just dismiss their feelings that I might be disappointed. You know what I mean? But, I don't know what I want to rate this yet. But, I've seen Dune now, and I've said that 100 times already, I know. But, fun ain't gonna end for me tonight there, though, because when I got home after this long-ass day, very, very long-ass day, which I filmed, by the way. I don't film every single second of the day, of course, but it's on the phone. It's on the phone. 2nd of December, 2021, which is today. Dune released today for me in New Zealand. Man, McDonald's were a bunch of assholes, but yeah. Oh, by the way, why am I taking this off as if this is a headset? I was not talking through a headset at all. These are headphones, man. When I got home, another game of mine arrived in the mail. I'm not in the mood. What's mood to do with it? I'm not in the mood to open it right now, I don't think, even though there's a loose disc. The disc is loose, bro. But, maybe tomorrow we'll open this. I know what game it is. You know, and I'm very excited to play this game. So it's felt, and hopefully it works, because Saints Row 2 and freaking Tarzan, yeah, my experience with Trade Me really soured off with these final, oh, and Tomb Raider, I did mention that I ordered the Tomb Raider soundtrack somewhere, and the seller, who was a nice person, by the way, couldn't find the disc. Like, damn. But, and I ordered the South Park game, Stick of Truth 2. And that was 11 days ago now that I won that. Where is it? Did you even send it yet? That's why I said to the seller. Again, I'm sure it's a nice lady, you know. But yeah, Dune 2021. I did not say what I was hoping I would end up saying in this. But at the same time, if this was like 2018 me reviewing this, he'll probably be trying to convince himself that this movie was a masterpiece and all that. Again, maybe this will hit me the way I wanted it to on an eventual rewatch. That won't be tonight, and it shouldn't be. But yeah, I'm your boy Mark. That's his thoughts on Dune 2021, along with him telling you how his day went, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, y'all.